Hello fellow book lovers, my name is Giselle and welcome to the Adventures of Jiz. Today is going to be my autumn book haul because it is just a little bit after the end of autumn. The first two books I got were sent to me by the lovely people from over at Pan Macmillan, South Africa. These are them. So first up we have Chain of Gold. This is just stunning. I thought it would be an amazing book to start off my autumn book haul with. This is the first book in a new series by Cassandra Clare. This is basically the sequel, kind of the sequel series to the prequel series, which is The Infernal Devices. So this follows a couple of characters. I believe it's in the early 1900s. I'm so excited to read it. It is stunning. I am so happy that they sent this to me and I'm so excited to read it. Next up, they sent me a copy of Only Mostly Devastated. On the back it literally says, an utterly joyful queer reimagining of Greece. In this we follow Ollie. Ollie had this amazing summer fling with this very cute guy called Will, and at the beginning of the school year, Ollie is uprooted and sent to another school, and this school just happens to be the same one that Will is at. But when Ollie gets to the school, Will is not anything like he was during their summer romance. He's just a mean jock, so he doesn't really treat Ollie the way that Ollie thought he would. I think this just looks lovely. It looks so cute. I'm so excited for it. It's a short read and I just think it'll be such a lovely summer read when summer finally gets here. Then in South Africa we have this thing, it's called SA Book Swap, and it is basically you get a partner, you swap a bookish box with them. And in the March-April book box swap, I got a copy of Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. This is a young adult sci-fi book. In this, the main character wants to be a pilot, and pilots are basically the heroes of this world because, I don't know if it's their planet, but I'm just gonna say planet has been under attack for a very long time, and the pilots are the only people keeping the alien attacks at bay. I don't think I did that any justice at all, but this looks really good. I'm really excited for it and I'm so happy I got it. Then I got a copy of A Reaper at the Gates by Sabaa Tahir. This is the third book in this series and I am currently reading An Ember in the Ashes. It is really good. I'm really excited to carry on, and I believe at the end of this year, the fourth and final book in the series is going to be released. So when I saw this on the shelves, I just had to buy it because first of all, it's so pretty, and second of all, because I really do want to finish reading this series in the next year or so. Then I got myself a copy of Finale by Stephanie Garber, and this is the third and final book in the Caraval series. I am absolutely so obsessed with this series. It took me so long to find a copy of Finale, but here it is. I got it. I'm so excited I got it. I'm so excited to continue with this series. In the first book in the series, Caraval, we follow one of the two sisters that we follow throughout the series, and her name is Scarlett. Scarlett and Taylor live with this very horrible, tyrannical father, and all Scarlett ever wanted to do was go to Caraval, which is a annual magical carnival which only appears for 1 week of the year. So in the first book, we have this adventure with lots of magic. It's really exciting. It's really so many plot twists, and they don't stop. In Legendary, there were just as many plot twists. It was just as magical, even more so, and I'm so excited to see what Stephanie Garber does with the last book in the series. Then I got this absolutely stunning copy of On the Come Up, and it is signed by Angie Thomas. I'm so excited about that. You can see that it is signed by her. The only thing I really know about this book is that we follow a girl called Brie, and she just wants to be the best rapper of all time, and I believe this is quite a powerful story. It is very moving and I'm quite excited to pick it up. Next up, I got a copy of Opposite of Always by Justin A. Reynolds, and in this we follow two characters, Jack and Kate. Jack meets Kate at a party. He falls absolutely in love with her, and when she dies 6 months later, he goes back in time to the moment they first met, and he is able to relive their time together and try and save her. This just looks fantastic. It's a YA kind of contemporary with a little bit of a magical twist, and I really love that about it. Then I got the second copy of a book I haven't even read yet, and that is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I have not read this book. I know it is ridiculous. Why did I get a second copy? I literally just got it because of that amazing cover. In Carry On, we follow a chosen one called Simon Snow, and he is the worst chosen one ever because he's clumsy, he does nothing right, and he has a vampire of a roommate called Baz. And this is also a little bit of a gay romance. This looks super cute. I just haven't read it yet. I don't know why. Don't ask me. It's one of those books that I will get to one day. Next up is Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik, and I don't know anything about this. All I know is that everybody has recommended her books to me. They say I'll love them. I don't know, they might be fairy tale retellings. It's just magical, enchanting, and well written apparently, and I feel like I'll really enjoy them. And that is all I need to know in order to buy a good book. Then I got a copy of Dark Triumph by Robin Lefevre, and this is the second book in his Fair Assassins books. I've already read this. I read it on physical and audiobook together, and it was really good. I loved it so much. I love Sabella. She's fantastic. In the series, we follow a bunch of characters, and all of them grew up in this convent, and they're all assassins. Awesome, right? It's really cool. It's very old school, 1800s. There's a lot of courtly drama. I love it so much, and I really was so happy to get this. I don't think I like these covers, but I don't care. I wanted it, so here it is. Then I was going through a little bit of a moment, and I was rewatching all of the Twilight movies, and I decided to get this book over here. So this is a double book of Twilight, and it's also got her reimagining of, I believe it's Twilight but gender swap, so Bella is a guy and Edward is a girl. Why not? I thought I would read Life and Death because it looks like it's really short, simple, easy read, and I feel like that would be a really interesting book to read. Certain nostalgic reads will just always be loved no matter how cringy they get, so I got myself a copy of this. Then I got this absolutely amazing copy of The Stylist C by Erin Morgenstern. I have not read her other book yet, which is The Night Circus. This is a stunning book. I don't know if it's the main character, but I think it's the main character. I believe he is queer, and I don't know anything else about this. Then I got a copy of Give the Dark My Love by Beth Revis. This was such a weird buy. I bought it because it was cheap, and then I read the first chapter for my first chapter challenge, and it was good. I was so surprised by it. We have a little bit of a time jump. The prologue is 6 months before the first chapter starts, and it was so good. What a way to build tension. We have this kind of alchemy magic, and I really love that. So I got myself a copy, and I was really surprised by this first chapter. I do actually want to read this soon, but I just haven't had time yet. And next up we have Viper by Bex Hogan. This was literally just pitched to me as, if you like pirates or seafarer books, you will like this, and that is literally all I needed to know in order to buy it. I am very much a gigantic fan of pirates or seafarers. We have this rebellious woman who's on a ship, and her father is a tyrant. I want to read this really badly. It is a gorgeous book as well. All I really needed to know was badass female pirate, and I'm happy to buy a book like that anytime. That is all you need to say to me, and I'm there buying it. Then I bought a copy of a book that has been recommended by so many booktubers, and that is The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. This just looks amazing. This is an adult fantasy book, and in it we follow a woman, I believe she's about 40 or 45, and she is trying to save the world. There is a lot of queer rep, there's a very diverse cast of characters. I love it, and I'm so excited to read it. It looks fantastic. It's even won the Hugo Award, and I must say I have heard so much fantastic, great hype about this book. Next up, I bought Beasts Made of Night, and this just looks like such a great, compelling story. There is magic, there are corrupt mages, there is this fantastic setting. It is a Nigerian influenced fantasy. I'm so excited to read this. It looks so good. Then I got myself a copy of Lifelike by J. Kristoff, and I was already listening to this on audiobook when I saw it in the bookstore, and I just had to pick it up. This is a futuristic dystopian young adult fantasy. In it we follow Eve, and she is a cyborg. There is just a lot of futuristic tech. There are robots. It is a world which has basically just been broken so beyond repair. It is fantastic, and I really have been enjoying the audiobook. I haven't finished it yet, but I was so happy when I found this copy. And the next book I got myself was Wildcard by Mary Lou, and this is the second book in the Warcross duology. This is like futuristic sci-fi YA. We follow a teenage hacker called Emeka Chen. There is this massive game called Warcross. Emeka gets into this championship by accident, and the next day she is flown out to Tokyo to go meet the creator, which is Hideo Tanaka. He offers her a job as a spy inside the game because some things are just not working right and he wants to figure out what is happening. So I have heard that Warcross is absolutely fantastic. I know that I will probably really love it, so that is why I just bought myself Wildcard anyway. Next up I bought Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. In it we follow Caro, and she is an artsy student in Prague. She has blue hair. She is trying to keep her two lives separate. The one is the artsy student, and on the other hand, she is an errand girl for a monstrous creature. She has lived her whole life half in this world of ours and half in this dark, hellish place called Brimstone. The door between our two worlds are closing, so she must choose which world she wants to stay in, and this just looks so good. The first chapter was fantastic. I cannot wait for it. I think I will really love our main character. She seems fun, so sassy, and just fantastic to read about. And then lastly, I bought a copy of Wonder Woman Warbringer by Lee Bardugo. This is part of the DC Icon series where we follow a bunch of superheroes when they are teenagers, and this one obviously follows Wonder Woman. So it looks really good. I love Lee Bardugo's writing, so I'm really excited to see what she does with this, and I'm also just excited to read some teenage DC characters. Thank you so much for watching this book haul. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more bookish content from me, click that subscribe button. So I hope you have a fantastic day and a great week.